Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and today I'm using the Whispering Spirits Tarot deck. It comes in a really cool box. It's by Joanna Nelson. She's the same artist, or the same, she did the art, that's right. Trish Sullivan does the guidebook. So I'm imagining that Trish Sullivan is the tarot reader. And Joanna Nelson has an awesome shop on Etsy if you like it. It has a really nice, there's a book inside, and has a really nice magnetic box. But the cards are big. They're a little oversized. So anyway, thought I'd show you that box. And let's dive into Wednesday, September 29th, 2021. What is it? What is it that we need to know in order to grow, in order to evolve, in order to heal? And, some just plain old mundane help for the day would be nice too, right? Okay. What is it that we need to know? Thanking my team for guiding me to the right cards. I love these cards. They're just as beautiful as the Monster Tarot, that's for sure. So anyway, the theme we have here is the Three of Coins. So that has to do with teamwork, has to do with collaboration. It's an awesome card for getting things done. It's a work card. It's literally, work, work, work. But it has to do with planning as well, too. And other times it has to do with just devotion to something, to anything in the physical realm. I love the circular nature. I love the trinity of threes. And then sometimes it has to do with learning. Sometimes it's about learning, because usually in the decks there's a scroll or there's a book, that's coming in. And of course, she's great. This artist is, Joanna Nelson is amazing at keeping to the original Rider-Waite. So that's the theme. So we have the Six of Coins reversed and the High Priestess reversed. Okay, so with the Six of Coins reversed, let's bring it upright so you can look at the cool images first. When it comes to reverse it, there's some place where we don't have reciprocity. There's some unequal, some kind of like strings attached going on. We have to be careful for getting into, in the Six of, well, you can see here it's about balancing the scales, right? This person has so much they can absolutely give. And giving and receiving, it really is all one energy. But when it's reversed, something's off. So what is it that's off when it comes to planning, when it comes to collaboration, when it comes to work? Is somebody taking advantage of you, or are you taking advantage of them? Or are they hard to work with? Maybe they're just not, maybe it's just not a good match, right? Because that happens. Maybe the project is so big that somebody is going to be going into a lot of debt, and you have to be really careful about that, because there can be that, inequality that happens. And sometimes there can be some power tripping when the Pentacles, Six of Pentacles comes to reverse. There's that possibility. You have to be careful for, any type of a scam artist, con artist, a financial type of a scheme that would not go well. Loan sharking, that's kind of all of that. But on just a physical level, if we were to get out of the most negative realm and let's just go with what if it's healing the body, because the pentacles rule the body. I, I love the way she did in this deck. She brings it into the coins because that talks more about financial, or gives us the idea of financial issues more. But if we go back to Pentacles, we're talking about resources in our body. We're talking about resources, on the planet, on the earth, and our resources with others. So we have to be careful. There could be, on the healing level with the body, there could be too much of a struggle that's going on, and there needs to be more rest. There's that possibility. Because this card primarily, Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles, Six of Discs, when it's upright, it's primarily about balance, especially balancing power. It's about prosperity, generosity, all of those things, and sharing. So there's something off when these cards come together. Now, the High Priestess, let's look at her upright. That's cool. She's sitting on the moon. That's really awesome. So again, the scroll, the spiritual laws. Listening to your higher self when it's straight up. Knowing some secrets. Trusting your intuition. Having clarity. Understanding that these are all High Priestess, meanings. But when she's coming through reversed, then we're in that realm of maybe a betrayal, maybe someone, especially here, that has a hidden agenda, and we're not listening to our inner voice. There's some need to get out of, some type of a delusion, distortion. It could be that there's some doubts that we're having about whoever this is, and we really need to listen, right? I mean, self-doubt is one of the hardest things to break through, I tell you. It's just, it's for everyone. And then later on you go, God dang it, I knew it, right? Like later on when trouble happens, you're like, I knew there was something wrong. You have the yellow flags, you have the orange flags, and then you've got a full-on red flag, but you're still in it because maybe we're too invested, and you're like, oh, what do I do now? You just have to be careful when she comes through reverse, because it can be somebody who's really narrow-minded and very hypocritical. But to turn it around, because I always like to turn things around, is if you know that the true meaning of the spiritual meaning of communication is that our actions match our words, and that we, if we promise to do something, and if we can't later, we just have to say it's not turning out to be well, and then you communicate that. You don't want to remain silent about it. But there's that inner dialogue to help you balance out your life between the spiritual and the physical. So if there's something going on in your life that is out of balance, with the Three of Pentacles here, or Three of Coins, I would say there's somebody else you're going to have to tell that I can't do this anymore, or it's not right for me. You can say no just because it's not right for you. And then you might have to make amends for like a commitment, because sometimes, by the time you're in the threes with any of the element, whether it's cups, swords, coins, wands, usually there's been some commitment, there's been some joining of forces. So you might have to say, oh, sorry, this isn't working out for me. And you will have to trust that voice within and speak it. So, yeah, that takes courage, right? That takes a lot of courage. But it's better than suffering the consequences later on. So, So yeah. So listen to the distortions. Let the moon, let dream time guide you to get to the truth if need be. Meditate and listen to your inner voice. And then things will turn around. That's how you balance things out. You have to give yourself the energy you need to get to the truth. You have to give yourself the time, the focus, instead of just, working all the time and hoping that everything's going to work out, because there's something off when these two come through reversed. So, okay, well, that's all I have for today, you guys. I'm sending you lots of love, big hugs, and take good care. Bye.